Hello YouTube, thanks for tuning in. Hope you're having a nice day and welcome to Stuart George's Home Movies. We've got my full collection of my Warner Home Video collection. You've probably seen the thumbnail up there. There's got to be 80. We're going to go straight through it, else I don't want to bore you to death. And yeah, just going through when it was released at the cinema and when it was released on Warner Home Video. They're all 80s. First one, my favourite Rocky, Rocky 3. Released at the cinema in 1982. Released on Warner Home Video in 1983. Fantastic film. Rocky 3. We've got Rocky 4, released on cinema in 1985, released on Warner Home Video in 1986. Gremlins, from released on cinema in 1984, released on Warner Home Video in 1985, I think, by the looks of it. Gremlins there. Great film. I prefer Gremlins 2, gotta be honest. Nice one to have. Fistful of Dynamite. Music by Ennio Morricone, Sergio Leone. Released at the cinema in 1972. Released on Warner Home Video in 1982. Richard Harris is the Man in the Wilderness. Released on cinema in 1971. Released on Warner Home Video in 1983. The Long Riders. Walter Hill. Released at the cinema in 1980, released on Warner Home Video in 1983. Good Western. Long Riders. Great comedy here. National Lampoon's Vacation. Released at the cinema in 1983, released on Warner Home Video in 1984. Some of these are better condition than others obviously. The Great Blade Runner. Was released in cinema in 1982, released on Warner Home Video in 1983. Classic horror here, really pleased to own this. From 1973, 1981 it was released on Warner Home Video, The Exorcist. Great to own that original, classic film there. Risky Business from 1983, released on Warner Home Video in 1984. Tom Cruise, obviously. Another copy of Blade Runner. I know I'm being a bit double dipping here. It's from 1982, released on Warner Home Video in 1983. Burt Reynolds, John Voight. Released at the cinema in 1972, released on Warner Home Video in 1981. Classic horror here, one of my favourites. Look at that artwork, beautiful. Released at the cinema in 1978, was released on Warner Home Video in 1982. Donald Sutherland, absolute fantastic film. Never seen this, never seen it on film or anything, so I've got the VHS here, never seen it. Released at the cinema in 1962. It was released on Warner Home Video in 1986. Merrill's Marauders. Jeff Chandler, Peter Brown. Never seen it. Angel of Vengeance from 1981. Released on Warner Home Video in 1984. I think that comes under different titles as well. I can't remember the other titles, to be honest. Something like M54, M45, something like that. Can't remember. Good film. Michael Crichton film, Looker, Albert Finney, from 1981 at the cinema, released on Warner Home Video in 1985. Yeah, quite enjoyed that one. Watched it just recently, about 2 years ago, I think, a year and a half ago. Yeah, decent. On Blu-ray. Yeah, Gremlins 2 from 1990, released on Warner Home Video in 1991. That's the only 90s one in there. The rest are all 80s. Dudley Moore is Arthur from 1981, released on Warner Home Video in 1982. The Alamo, Richard Boone, John Wayne. Released at the cinema in 1960, released on Warner Home Video in 1982. Great film here. Brian De Palma, Carrie. 1976, and it was released on Warner Home Video in 1982. John Travolta, Sissy Spacek, great film. Carrie. Classic comedy now. Mel Brooks, Blazing Saddles, from 1974, released on Warner Home Video in 1981. Classic Clint now. Hang 'em High, from what year we got? 1968, released on Warner Home Video in 1982. I'll show you the back of that. One of my favourites now. So glad to own this, man, really am. From 1981. Sorry, released in 1980, sorry, at the cinema. 1981, Warner Home Video, Shining. Pleased to own this, man. Took some getting, this did, really did. It's really rare. Shining. One of my favourite musicals, fantastic. Topol. Norman Jewison directs. From 1971. Released on Warner Home Video in 1982. Great musical. One of my favourites, that is. Bit of Bond. Let's go for a bit of Bond. Bit of Roger Moore Bond. From 1973. Was released on Warner Home Video in Oh, it ain't got a year on this one, has it? No, it ain't got a year when it was released. It's got to be 80s. 80... Let's take a guess. It ain't got a year. It's got to be mid-80s. Live and Let Die. Fantastic film. I don't mind this Roger Moore Bond. I really don't. Get some slack, but there you go. Grace Jones, Tanya Roberts, obviously Roger Moore. Released at the cinema in what year we got here? Why isn't it not saying? 1985 it's got here. Tell me below when it was released on Warner Home Video. When was it released at the cinema? What year? Doesn't say. But it's got here 1985 Warner Home Video. I don't mind it. View to a Kill. Got to be honest. Christopher Walken's good, isn't it? You know what I mean? View to a Kill. Roger Moore's my favourite Bond, by the way. Moonraker. From 1979, released on Warner Home Video in 1982. So it was a great Richard Kiel, Jaws. Good Bond this one is, man. Spy Who Loved Me, from 1977, released on Warner Home Video in 1983. Octopussy, from 1983, and was released on Warner Home Video in 1983. There you go. Released same year. Octopussy. Good Bond now. For Your Eyes Only. 1981 at the cinema. 1982 was released on Warner Home Video. For Your Eyes Only. Iconic poster there. The Man with the Golden Gun. From 1974. Released on Warner Home Video in 1982. The Man with the Golden Gun. Roger Moore, Christopher Lee. Exodus with Paul Newman. Is it Paul Newman? Yeah, Paul Newman, Ralph Richardson. Not seen this, got to be honest. From 1960. It was released in 1984 on Warner Home Video. In the Heat of the Night, Sidney Poitier. From 1967. 1982, Warner Home Video released. The Great Barbra Streisand, Yentl, was released at the cinema in 1983. It was released on Warner Home Video in 1984. The Great Chevy Chase, Deal of the Century, 1983. It was released at the cinema and it was released on Warner Home Video in 1984. Doc, Stacy Keach, Faye Dunaway. Was released at the cinema in 1971. It was released on Warner Home Video in 1985. I've recently just bought the Blu-ray of that. I've not seen it. Super Snooper. Never seen this one either. From 1981. Released on Warner Home Video in 1982. Terence Hill, Ernest Borgnine. Yeah, looks interesting this one. Super Snooper. Terence Hill always reminds you of Franco Nero. Great Clint Eastwood. Tightrope, not the greatest film ever, but 1984 was released at the cinema and 1985 was released on Warner Home Video. Clint Eastwood, Alison Eastwood, Marco St. John. Tightrope. let's go to another Bond. Sean Connery. On a Blackman. Released at cinema in 1964. Released on Warner Home Video in 1982. God, they are stacking up now. Oh, I don't want them to fall. Diamonds Are Forever. Released at the cinema in 1971. Released on Warner Home Video in 1983. We'll have to make a bit of room over here. Stack them up over there. Never Say Never Again. From what year we got here? 1983. Was released on Warner Home Video in 1984. Not the greatest film, but there you go. This one's better. From Russia With Love, 1963. Released on Warner Home Video in 1982. Original, Doctor No, from 1962. Released on Warner Home Video in 1982. Thunderball, released on the cinema in 1965. Released on Warner Home Video in 1982. The great Donald Pleasance at the back there. You Only Live Twice, from 1967. Released on Warner Home Video in 1983. Oh, fantastic film here. Magnificent Seven, from 1960. Released on Warner Home Video in 1982. Great film. Another great Western. Released at the cinema in 1969. Released on Warner Home Video in 1981. Yes, M. Peckinpah's Wild Bunch. There you go. Wild Bunch. I got 2 copies. I know. 1969, 1981, The Wild Bunch. 2 copies. There you go. Mad Max 2. From 1981. Released on Warner Home Video in 1983. Let's start putting them down there now, I think. Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome, the 3rd one. Which I don't mind now and again. It's released at cinema in 1985. It was released on Warner Home Video in 1986. One of the last ones, these ones, really. Mad Max, the original, from 1979. Released on Warner Home Video in 1981. Stars the great Mel Gibson, the original one. Bonnie and Clyde, Warren Beatty, Faye Dunaway. It was released at the cinema in 1967. Released on Warner Home Video in 1981. Stallone, Cobra. Not seen this for ages, to be honest. 1986. Released on Warner Home Video in 1986. So another late one there. Cobra. Does it sound about? Action and adventure. Another Clint one. Sudden Impact. From 1983. Released on Warner Home Video in 1984. Part of the Dirty Harry there. Red Dawn. Is it Patrick Swayze? Yeah, Patrick Swayze, Ben Johnson, Harry Dean Stanton. Was released at the cinema in 1984. Released on Warner Home Video in 1984. Is that right? Yeah, released. Sorry, 85 it was released on Warner Home Video in 1985. Classic film here now. Robert De Niro stars. Joe Pesci. Was released at the cinema in... I don't know the bloody year of that. It says 1985 here anyway. I think that's when it was released to the Warner Home Video. So, Raging Bull. Love Raging Bull, man. Fantastic film. I'm swimming in VHS here. Great prison drama film. Oh, great film, man. Who doesn't like The Great Escape? Released in 1963. Released on Warner Home Video in 1982. Fantastic film, man. Great Escape. One of my favourite musicals here now. Absolutely fantastic. Don't see this come up at all, really. This one's quite rare, I always think. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. From 1968. 1982. Released on Warner Home Video. Stars the great Dick Van Dyke, Sally Ann Howes. Fantastic musical. Fantastic film, man. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is. Another Clint Eastwood film. Pale Rider. Good one. From 1985. Released on Warner Home Video in 1986. Rollerball, James Caan. Norman Jewison, I was trying to remember the director, Norman Jewison, who did Fiddler on the Roof. It was released at the cinema in 1975, released on Warner Home Video in 1982. Two funny films here, man. Can't go wrong with these, really. Right Turn Clyde, anyone know that one? Everyone knows that one. From 1978, it was released on Warner Home Video in 1981. Stars are great. Clint Eastwood, Sandra Locke, and Ruth Gordon is fantastic in this, man. As is Rosemary's Baby. Fantastic Ruth Gordon is. So that's Every Which Way But Loose. And then we had Any Which Way You Can, which was released in 1980. Released on Warner Home Video in 1981. Stars are great. Ruth Gordon again, Sandra Locke, Clint Eastwood, Can't Go Wrong, Right Turn Clyde. Fantastic. Oh, my favourite Western ever. What a film this is, man. Good, Bad and the Ugly. From 1966. Released on Warner Home Video in 1982. Does it get better than this? No. It's absolutely fantastic. Music, director, Sergio Leone, Ennio Morricone, can't go wrong. Fantastic film. We're on 16 minutes. Good God. The Taken a Pelham 1, 2, 3. Was released at the cinema in 1974. It was released on Warner Home Video in 1982. Schizo. Doesn't got the year. 1977. And was released on Warner Home Video in, doesn't say. But it's 80s. Schizo. And I don't think I've ever seen it, to be honest. War Games. Released at the cinema in 1984. Doesn't say when it was released on Warner Home Video. Sorry, Warner Home Video was released in 1984. Can't remember the year it was actually at the cinema. Can't remember. I ain't got it on here, so I don't know it. Yeah, War Games. Pacino, Revolution. Released at the cinema in 1985. Released on Warner Home Video in 1986. Pacino, Revolution. Another Pacino one. Great film. Dog Day Afternoon. Released in 1975. Released on Warner Home Video in 1983. Joe Cazale, Al Pacino. Fantastic. It's got funny parts in this as well, I think. Ken Russell film, Altered States from 1980. Released on Warner Home Video in 1983. Jeremiah Johnson. Good film this one is. Good Western. From 1972, released on Warner Home Video in 1981. Stars Robert Redford. Fantastic film this one is, man. Really good. Recently watched that in the last year and a half. Really good. For a few dollars more, Clint Eastwood film, obviously. Sergio Leone. Released in 1965. 1982 was released on Warner Home Video. Glad to have that in the collection. The original Police Academy. From 1984, released on Warner Home Video in 1984. Everyone knows Police Academy. Prince of the City, not seen this one, starring Treat Williams. From 1981, was released on Warner Home Video in 1983. A Bridge Too Far was released at 1977, was released on Warner Home Video in 1982. We're getting there. Not a great film. John Wayne, The Green Berets. Yeah, The Green Berets. From 1968. Warner Home Video released it in 1981. Yeah, it's not a bad film, this one is, with Burt Lancaster. Quite rare, this one. You don't see this coming up very often for sale. It was released in 1964. It was released on Warner Home Video in 1986. The Train, Burt Lancaster. Decent film, that one. Black and white. All the President's Men. Dustin Hoffman, Robert Redford, from 1976, released on Warner Home Video in 1981. The Original Aviator, with the great Christopher Reeve, man. Love Christopher Reeve, bloody do, fantastic, man. This was released in 1985, it was released on Warner Home Video in 1986. Another Clint film, The Gauntlet. From 1977, was released on Warner Home Video in 1981. This is one of my prized possessions. It's another edition of Fiddler on the Roof. Obviously, it was 1971. It was released on Warner Home Video in 1982. As you can tell, it's never been opened. from 1982 and has never been opened. I'm dying to open it. It's still got the seal on it and the condition of it is absolutely mint. Never been opened. West Side Story now. Robert Wise production. From 1961. Released on Warner Home Video in 1982. Classic film here. Another Clint. A Fistful of Dollars. From 1964. Released on Warner Home Video in 1982. Fantastic film. Terence Hill. Man of the East. Like a comedy western. From 1972, released on Warner Home Video in 1984. Police Academy 3, Back in Training, as released in 1985 at the cinema, as released on Warner Home Video in 1986. Another copy of Blazing Saddles. This one's a bit faded, this one. I don't think much colour as the other one. 1974, as released on Warner Home Video in 1981. Great film. The Outlaw Josie Wales, another Clint, 1976, was released on Warner Home Video in 1981. The Love Child, who directed this? Larry Pierce, The Love Child, released in 1982, released on Warner Home Video in 1985. Beau Bridges, The Love Child. Police Academy 3. Came out in 1985, was released on Warner Home Video in 1985. Steve Guttenberg. Another Clint. Yeah, part of the Dirty Harry, 1976. Released on Warner Home Video in 1981. Monster. Humanoids from the Deep. Great film. Tongue-in-cheek, creature feature, fantastic. Douglas Kerr, fantastic film this is. From 1980, it was released on Warner Home Video in 1985. Oh, right. There you go. Horror. Motel Hell, released from 1980 at the cinema, and Warner Home Video released it in 1983 on Warner Home Video. Yeah, don't think I've seen it. Motel Hell. No, I don't think I've actually seen that one. I don't think I've seen this one either. Richard Harris, Justin Henry, Martin's Day. I don't think there's a UK Blu-ray of this. It's quite hard to get on DVD, I think. 1984 anyway. It was released on Warner Home Video in 1986. Looks quite intriguing, this one does. Martin's Day. It Lives Again from 1978. Released on Warner Home Video in 1985. Stars Frederick Forrest, Catherine Lloyd. The great Steve McQueen and Ali McCraw, The Getaway. Here we got 1972. Oh, it's that old? 1972. Released on Warner Home Video in 1982. There you go, The Getaway. The original. Steve McQueen. Doug McClure, not the greatest of films. The House Where Evil Dwells. From 1982. Released on Warner Home Video in 1984. The original, It Lives, from 1973, released on Warner Home Video in 1982, stars John Ryan. Last one, Meteor. I think that's Sean Connery. That's it, Sean Connery. Yeah, it's like a disaster film. You know what? Never seen it either. Don't think. From 1979, released on Warner Home Video in 1982. We got there in the end. Thanks for watching. That's 23 minutes. Probably my longest video ever. Don't know. Cheers for watching. That's me Warner Home Video collection anyway. Cheers for watching. Like, comment and subscribe. And yeah, VHS man.